He was everything I ever wanted. Kind eyes, a quick wit, and that rare ability to make me laugh until my sides ached. We met at a friend's birthday party, a crowded, noisy affair where he stood out like a beacon. Our conversations flowed effortlessly, each word drawing us closer. He loved to read, just like me. We spent hours discussing our favorite authors, debating plot twists, and sharing passages that resonated with our souls. Our connection was undeniable, a shared passion for life and a deep understanding of each other's dreams. We fell into step with each other, our lives intertwining like the roots of two trees planted side by side. He became my confidant, my rock, the one person I could always turn to, no matter how big or small the problem. My brother, Mark, was my opposite in every way. Where I was quiet and introspective, Mark was loud and boisterous, always the center of attention. He had a charm that drew people to him, a magnetic personality that could light up a room. Mark took an immediate liking to my boyfriend, showering him with compliments and invitations to join our family gatherings. It warmed my heart to see them get along so well. Mark had always been fiercely protective of me, and his approval meant the world. But as time went on, a seed of unease began to grow in my stomach. I noticed the way Mark's eyes would linger on my boyfriend a little too long, the way he would steer conversations towards topics that excluded me. I brushed it off as my imagination, my own insecurities rearing their ugly heads. After all, Mark was my brother. He would never do anything to hurt me intentionally, or so I thought. The shift was subtle at first, like the slow dimming of a light. My boyfriend, once so attentive and loving, became distant and withdrawn. His phone calls were shorter, his texts less frequent. When I confronted him, he reassured me that everything was fine, that he was just stressed from work. But my intuition told me otherwise. There was a coldness in his eyes. A wall had been erected between us. I tried to ignore the whispers in my head, the growing suspicion that something was terribly wrong. I clung to his reassurances, desperate to believe that our love was strong enough to weather any storm. But deep down, a part of me already knew the truth. The crushing blow. It happened on a Wednesday evening. I had planned a special dinner for my boyfriend, hoping to rekindle the spark that had been flickering between us. I waited for him to come home, my heart filled with a mixture of hope and dread. When he finally arrived, his face was pale, his eyes red-rimmed. He sat me down and, in a voice devoid of emotion, told me he couldn't do this anymore. He said he wasn't happy, that we wanted different things. I sat there numbly, the words washing over me like waves against a shore. All I could think about was how much it hurt. How could the man who had promised me forever break my heart so easily? Picking up the pieces. The days that followed were a blur of pain and disbelief. I cried until there were no tears left, the weight of his betrayal crushing me like a ton of bricks. How could he do this to me? And with my own brother, of all people. The thought of them together, the image that flashed through my mind was unbearable. The betrayal cut deep, severing not only my heart but also the bond I had with my brother. Friends and family rallied around me, offering words of comfort and support. But their kindness couldn't erase the pain, the feeling of emptiness that had settled deep within me. Finding strength in the rubble. Healing from betrayal is a long and arduous journey. It's a process of picking yourself up, piece by broken piece, and learning to trust again. It's about finding the strength to forgive, not for them, but for yourself. It's been a year since my world came crashing down, and while the scars remain, they no longer define me. I've learned that sometimes the people we love the most are capable of hurting us the deepest. If you're watching this and find yourself in the midst of your own heartbreak, please know that you are not alone. You are stronger than you think, braver than you believe, and you will get through this. Remember, your worth is not defined by someone else's actions. You are worthy of love, happiness, and a love that will never break your heart. Please subscribe to our channel for more stories like this.